What if we told you that nearly every cycling nation has produced one rider who redefined what the sport means to their homeland? Today on BikeFlix, we're traveling around the world, from the cobbled roads of Belgium to the oxygen-thin peaks of Colombia, and venturing into places you might not expect, like Thailand, Eritrea, and Malaysia. These athletes aren't just champions, they're cultural icons, game changers, and sometimes even controversial figures. Join us as we ride through 40 countries to reveal the greatest cyclist each one has ever produced. Some names you'll recognize immediately. Others will challenge everything you thought you knew. And trust us, you're not ready for how wild the last few names get. And hey, right now, the BikeFlix channel has just around 300 subscribers. But over 98% of our viewers aren't subscribed yet. If you enjoy cycling stories like this one, you can really help us grow. Our next goal? Reaching 1,000 subscribers. And every single click makes a huge difference. Alright, gear up. Let's start our own international tour of the world with cycling greatness. Number 1. France, Bernard Hinault. We begin where Tour de France dreams were born. The Badger wasn't just a winner, he was a force of nature. Hinault claimed 5 Tours, 2 Giros and a Vuelta. To this day, he remains the ultimate symbol of French tenacity. 2. Belgium, Eddy Merckx. Next, we cross into the land of cycling royalty. The cannibal didn't just win, he devoured. With 11 Grand Tours, 3 World Championships and countless classics, Merckx redefined dominance itself. Belgium breathes cycling, and Merckx is the heartbeat behind it. 3. Italy, Fausto Coppi. From a conqueror to an artist, we arrive in Italy. Coppi was grace on wheels, elegant, ruthless, and a national obsession. With 5 Giros, 2 Tours, and a legend steeped in both triumph and tragedy, Il Campionissimo became Italy's first true cycling icon. 4. Spain, Miguel Indurain. Known as Big Mig or Miguelon because of its big size, he didn't talk much. His legs did the talking. 5 consecutive Tour de France victories and Olympic gold crowned him the master of calm domination. Our journey now takes us across the Atlantic. 5. United States, Lance Arm. No, I mean Greg LeMond. Before the scandals of Lance Armstrong, before politics, there was Greg, a 3-time Tour winner who changed American cycling forever. His 1989 win by 8 seconds, still unmatched in drama. Now let's climb into the Andes. Colombia, Nairo Quintana. Colombia's mountains have birthed many climbers, but Nairo made history. Giro and Vuelta victories, Tour podiums, and a style that put Colombia at the top of world cycling. Time to visit the British Isles. 7. United Kingdom, Chris Froome. Born in Kenya, trained in South Africa, raced for Britain. Chris Froome, 4 Tours, 1 Giro, and 2 Vueltas. Love him or not, he changed British cycling forever. Netherlands, Joop Zoetemelk. In an era dominated by Merckx, Zoetemelk still managed a Tour de France victory, a Vuelta, and a world title. Quiet consistency made him legendary. Onward to a country where power met precision. Germany, Jan Ullrich. Power and precision. Jan Ullrich, Germany's Tour champion. The man who truly challenged Armstrong. A story of talent and tragedy. Number 10. Australia, Cadel Evans. From mountain bike trails to the Champs-Élysées. Cadel Evans lifted a nation, his 2011 Tour win. A moment that changed Australian cycling forever. Switzerland, Fabian Cancellara. They called him Spartacus. Fabian Cancellara. A powerhouse in time trials, a beast in the classics. Paris-Roubaix, Flanders. He didn't just win, he dominated. Luxembourg, Charlie Gaul. The Angel of the Mountains, Charlie Gaul. A Tour, a Giro, and mythical status in brutal freezing conditions. Andy Schleck was great, but Gaul Unforgettable, Ireland, Sean Kelly. Tough as nails. Sean Kelly was the king of consistency, green jerseys. Paris-Nice, 7 straight, and a classic conqueror. He was Irish grit. Denmark, Bjarne Riis. In 1996, Bjarne Riis shocked the world. A Tour de France win few saw coming. Controversial, yes, but he proved Denmark could climb with the best. Vingegaard may take his place someday, but Riis did it first. Norway, Thor Hushovd. With a name like Thor, you better deliver. And he did. A world champion. A beast on cobbles and sprints. Norway's god of thunder. Portugal, Joaquim Agostinho. Portugal's cycling pioneer, Joaquim Agostinho. Top 10 in Grand Tours, when few outside France or Spain dared to try. He rode with heart. He rode for history. Poland, Rafał Majka. Poland's mountain man, Rafał Majka. King of the mountains jerseys, relentless in the climbs. While Kwiatkowski grabbed headlines, Majka carried the climbs. Slovenia, Tadej Pogačar. At just 25, Tadej Pogačar is already a legend. 2 Tour de France victories, a monument, flair, charisma, power. The best part, he's just getting started. Slovakia, Peter Sagan, 3-time world champion. Peter Sagan didn't just win, he entertained. Sprinter, puncher, showman. He redefined what cycling style could be. 20. Canada, Steve Bauer. Canada's cycling trailblazer. Steve Bauer, Olympic medalist, tour stage winner. A generation found its inspiration in his wheels. South Africa, Robert Hunter, the first South African to win a Tour de France stage. Robert Hunter blazed the trail. He opened the door for African riders, Impey, Meintjes. But Hunter lit the path. Russia, Denis Menchov, quiet but deadly. Denny Menchov, 2-time Vuelta winner. Giro champion, a Tour podium. He didn't chase headlines. He made history. Kazakhstan, Alexander Vinokourov. Fire and fury, Alexander Vinokourov. Olympic gold. A Vuelta win. All or nothing style. He thrilled fans and divided critics. New Zealand, George Bennett. From a small island, a global contender. George Bennett, climber, teammate, top 10 Grand Tour finisher. Resilience, ride after ride. 25th, Czech Republic, Roman Kreuziger. Versatility defined him. Roman Kreuziger, Amstel Gold winner. Tour de France top 10, from classics to mountains. The Czech Republic's finest. Austria, Georg Tochnig. Alpine grit, Georg Tochnig. Tour stage winner, Giro standout. His efforts inspired Austria's next cycling wave. Japan, Yukiya Arashiro, Japan's cycling ambassador. Yukiya Arashiro, a Tour de France regular. He put Japan on the map and led the charge to the world stage. China, Ma Guangtong, a sleeping giant awakens. Ma Guangtong leads China's new generation, still early, but the promise, undeniable. Eritrea, Biniam Girmay, a history maker, Biniam Girmay, the first black African to win a Grand Tour stage. Winner of Gent-Wevelgem. Africa rides with him. 30, Venezuela, Jose Rujano. Brilliance and brevity, Jose Rujano. A Giro podium that stunned Europe. Unpredictable, but unforgettable. Now are coming 2 bonus. First, a tiny country with a massive cycling population. Monaco, Victor Langelotti. Monaco may be famous for being the home of the peloton's elite, but it also has a native talent. Victor Langelotti made history as the first Monegasque to wear a leader's jersey in a major European tour, and he continues to carry the flag proudly. And Andorra, no cycling star yet, but a home to many. Though no Andorran has reached the top of the World Tour podium, this tiny nation is home to dozens of pro cyclists. Its high-altitude climbs and tax-friendly lifestyle make it the unofficial training ground of champions. If Andorra ever produces a superstar, you can bet they'll be born on these slopes. Now let's continue with 10 more countries you might not expect. Estonia, Jaan Kirsipuu. A prolific sprinter and Tour de France stage winner, Kirsipuu wore the yellow jersey and won over 100 professional races. He put Estonia on the cycling map. Latvia, Gatis Smukulis. A multiple national champion and strong time trialist, Smukulis represented Latvia in Grand Tours and World Championships, showing Baltic resilience. Lithuania, Raimondas Rumšas. Controversial yet undeniably talented, Rumša finished third in the 2002 Tour de France. His performances pushed Lithuanian cycling into the global spotlight. Hungary, Attila Valter. The first Hungarian to wear the pink jersey in the Giro d'Italia. Still early in his career, but Valter has already become a national hero. 35. Israel, Omer Goldstein. While Israel's World Tour presence is recent, Goldstein stands out as one of the country's homegrown talents, helping lead Israel Premier Tech in major races. Greece, Ioannis Tamaridis. Greece isn't a cycling powerhouse, but Tamaridis made history by riding the Giro d'Italia, the first Greek to do so. A trailblazer in every sense. Croatia, Vladimir Miholjevic. A consistent climber and national champion, Miholjevic competed in all 3 Grand Tours and paved the way for future Croatian talent. Serbia, Ivan Stivic. Known for his sprinting and multiple national titles, Stivic was Serbia's top cyclist for over a decade, competing in European and World Tour races. Ukraine, Yaroslav Popovic. A top 10 Tour de France finisher and Giro d'Italia. Best young rider, Popovic was a reliable lieutenant for Armstrong and a proud Ukrainian representative. And in the number 40, Malaysia, Azizul Hasni Awang. A track cycling legend nicknamed the Pocket Rocketman, Azizul Hasni won Olympic bronze and gold at World Championships, bringing glory to Malaysian cycling. 40 countries, 40 champions. Countless stories of passion, sacrifice, and triumph. From global icons to hidden gems, these cyclists prove that greatness comes from anywhere. From alpine towns and desert cities to Baltic coasts and Asian metropolises. So who did we miss? Which underdog do you think deserves a spot in part 2? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and help ATA grow BikeFlix into the ultimate home for cycling fans around the world. Let's get to that 1,000 subscriber mark together. Until next time, keep your cadence smooth, your passion high, and your eyes on the road ahead.